Hi Mortgage Heroes, Andy Cruz here in Business Development, and this is Monday Mortgage Minute. Welcome back to a new week. Last week we told you that this week is the week that we were waiting for, and it is here. It is upon us. We have a lot of information coming out this week. Well, I shouldn't say a lot of information, but really important information in little bite sizes. First, we have the ADP Non-Farm Payroll Report. As we've been talking to you guys about, this is like a barometer for the overall health of the economy when it comes to jobs and job expansion or contraction. This is going to be an interesting number to see what we're really looking at when it comes to the labor force, and we're going to look at this number in comparison to the JOLTS report, which is the Job Opening and Labor Turnover Survey. So the comparison between those two is really going to give us a pretty keen sense on what we're looking like when it comes to the health of our workforce. The next thing we're going to be looking for this week is all the Fed stuff. Yes, it's all the Fed stuff because it comes out all in one day. First, you have the Fed statement coming out on Wednesday, followed by their interest rate decision. This is their short-term interest rate decision. Right now, we've been holding at that 0 to 0.25% for quite some time. There is little to no expectation that they're going to increase that. However, increasing that rate is viewed as one of the only metrics and tools left in order to combat the inflation that we're facing. The only way to try to cool that off is to increase the short-term interest rate, which will help then put some cap pressure on how much more that inflation number is going to go. But we don't think they're actually going to do that this week. And that leads us to the last part of all the Fed stuff, which is their press conference they're going to hold after releasing their statement, and which includes the short-term interest rate. The Fed press conference is supposed to include the kind of final decision on their tapering, whether that's going to start this month of November, which we've been waiting for, knowing if it's going to be now, is it going to be December 1st? They've already, remember, they told us their end date. They want their tapering to be concluded in mid-2022. But they did not determine a start date. That could be as soon as November 15th, that could be December 1st. So we're hoping that this Wednesday we'll find out exactly when that is. The other thing we're gonna be looking for is any commentary they make that might give us a sneak peek into what their observations and perceptions are about other key issues. One of them is going to be about the supply crisis. The other thing is going to be about long-term inflation. You know, they've moved away from the terminology of calling inflation transitory, and they most recently said it's been more sticky than they would like. And I think that in combination with the supply chain crisis is going to be something we'll hear about. We'll see how much information they give, how much detail they go into, which it might indicate how much of a concern it actually is for them. By how much they say publicly is usually a reflection of what they're saying privately and how much of a big situation it is or isn't. So we're going to be watching for that, as it might tip us off and give us an indication of how worried they are about these issues. When it comes down to rates for this week, of course, they're going to expect a little bit of volatility until we get to Wednesday when all this information comes out. And then we're probably going to see some directional cause happen. It's going to go up or down. It's very unlikely that rates are just going to be neutral with all this information coming out. So be on your toes if you're in the middle of trying to lock your loan this week. Make sure you're in direct contact with your loan officer so you can take advantage of the best rate possible on the best day. And if you have not yet started your refinance process or your pre-qualification process to buy a home, be sure to start that now, as the landscape of real estate mortgage is changing swiftly and rapidly these days. We want to make sure we help you put you in the best position possible so you can win in real estate and mortgage in 2022. So keep your eyes peeled over on Facebook at the Mortgage Heroes page, where we will issue our perspective and our opinion based on the Fed's comments after they do their press conference on Wednesday. Thanks for watching. See you again soon.